Pop culture is everything from fashion, television, movies, trends, fads, music, etc. It is safe to say that certain aspects from past eras of pop culture have reappeared in today's society, and they have been reconstructed or reinvented in order to fit in. Aspects of the 80s have especially gone through this process. Fashion is nothing new to reinvention, and looks from the 80s are back. In the 80s, young adults who were successful liked to show their success through what they wore and what they had. Women also had to show they were successful in a man's world. In order to do this, they wore tailored jackets with padded shoulders. Today you can see all types of celebrities sporting dresses with shoulder pads on the red carpet or models on the runway. Another statement to be made was being physically fit. Many fashion styles came out of this fitness craze, like bicycle shorts, track suits, tank tops, and leggings. Leggings are possibly the most popular fashion style to come out of the 80s. It's difficult to go through a day without seeing a girl wearing leggings. Other styles to come out of the 80s are mini dresses, mini skirts, and stonewashed jeans. In 1985, Levi jeans decided to relaunch their original shrink-to-fit 501 jeans. Levi's used clever, sexy advertisements to attract a new generation. However, towards the late 90s, the look had become dated, and young people began to think of the 501 as jeans worn by their parents. So Levi's took a break from the advertisements. In 2008, Levi's did it again and relaunched their 501s to a newer, younger generation through nothing other than a cleverly
You've never done this before, right?
No.
It's my 34th time.
I don't know if I'll be any good at it.
Nobody is good the first time.
I'm scared.
Oh, no. Don't you trust me?
Don't they love you in mysterious ways? You say yeah, but this is now and I was there. Put $1 into the machine and you'll remember
When we talk about reinvention, we have to talk about the movie and television industries. Movies have been remade for what seems like forever now. Movies from the 80s that have been remade in recent years are Hairspray, Clash of the Titans, and Friday the 13th. Then there are the TV shows from the early 90s that could be grouped with the same type of pop culture of the 80s, like Beverly Hills 90210 and Melrose Place. Beverly Hills became 90210 in 2008 and is now a successful show on the CW. When the CW experienced the success of 90210, they tried to recreate the same success for Melrose Place. In 2009, the remake was made. Unfortunately, the show did not receive the same amount of success as 90210, and Melrose Place was canceled after one season. Then, of course, there's the top icon of the 80s, Madonna, a woman known for her music, fashion, and controversy. Today, Lady Gaga fits the same description. The question that arises is Lady Gaga this generation's Madonna? Madonna's fashion sense was a huge hit from the beginning. In her breakthrough music video for Lucky Star, Madonna wears all black, bows, see-through netting, fingerless lace gloves, bangle bracelets, dangle earrings, chains, crucifixes, and punk booties. Immediately after, a fashion craze was course, there is her infamous cone-shaped bra. Lady Gaga's fashion choices cause a great deal of attention as well. Sporting dresses made out of meat or Kermit the Frog dolls, she's always turning heads. Then there is all the controversy the ladies stir up, especially with their music videos. In Madonna's 1989 music video for Like a Prayer, Madonna makes out with a black Jesus and dances in front of burning crosses. This caused Pepsi to drop the star's corporate sponsorship and a lot of anger from the Vatican. Lady Gaga received similar reaction for her Alejandro music video, where she dressed in a latex nun's outfit and suggestively swallows a rosary. Gaga is known for doing outrageous things to bring attention to issues she believes in, like gay rights and uplift and Don't Ask, Don't Tell. But both ladies sometimes get out of hand, like in 1994 when Madonna was on The Late Show with David Letterman and she dropped the F word 13 times. Or when Lady Gaga got banned from the Yankees clubhouse after her drunken antics of groping herself during the game and then sneaking into the clubhouse afterwards. And Lady Gaga decided to point fun at the similarities when they appeared in a Saturday Night Live skit together. We can't talk about the 80s without talking about my favorite icon, John Hughes, a man that defined the teenage generation of the 80s and created stories and characters that every teen could connect to. Hughes did this by realistically pointing out the caste system in high school, which movies today still try to do. The caste system is best shown through The Breakfast Club. Early in the movie, the kids all notice their different statuses and labels, but by the end of the movie, the labels diminish and they realize that they are more alike than they thought.
Dear Mr. Vernon, we accept the fact that we had to sacrifice a whole Saturday in detention for whatever it was we did wrong. But we think you're crazy to make us write an essay telling you who we think we are. And you see us as you want to see us. In the simplest terms, with the most convenient definitions. But what we found out is that each one of us is a brain and an athlete
And a basket case. A princess.
and a criminal. Does that answer your question? Sincerely yours, The Breakfast Club.
You can also see this in 2004's Mean Girls. Although the movie is an over-exaggerated movie about high school, it still points out the caste system, which is famously shown in the lunchroom scene.
Here, this map is going to be your guide to North Shore. Now, where you sit in the cafeteria is crucial because you got everybody there. You got your freshmen, ROTC guys, preps, JV jocks, Asian nerds, cool Asians, varsity jocks, unfriendly black hotties, girls who eat their feelings, girls who don't eat anything, desperate wannabes, burnouts, sexually active band geeks, the greatest people you will ever meet, and the worst. Beware of the plastic.
Like The Breakfast Club, the girls realize that they are the same in the end. Teen angst is a term made very popular in the 80s, and it still lives in movies today. High school is going to be the same no matter the decade. It will always be a torturous place for teens. In movies today, however, the parents are more likely to understand, and if not, they are more likely to care. This is because the parents have essentially grown up in a period of teen angst with no one understanding them, so they are changing that. This is shown in Easy A when Olive finds herself in a spiral in rumor. Her parents are very cool and understanding, but she still can't open up to them. Easy A even references Hughes and his ability to make something great come from something awful. Towards the end, Olive says, "Whatever happened to chivalry? Does it only exist in 80s movies? I want John Cusack holding a boombox outside my window. I want to ride off on a lawnmower with Patrick Dempsey. I want Jake from 16 Candles waiting outside the church for me. I want Judd Nelson thrusting his fist into the air because he knows he got me. Just once, I want my life to be like an 80s movie, preferably one with a really awesome musical number for no apparent reason. But no, John Hughes did not direct my life." I originally thought pop culture was being reinvented because of a lack of fresh ideas. But with a lot of research, I realize now that it's invented because of nostalgia, demands from younger generations to experience what they missed out on, and an appreciation for past works of art. And most of all, to get a new following from a younger generation. Reinventing pop culture is very much a business in itself.